You're listening to Book Club Babes. Let's get into it. Hello. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I've been on the road again this weekend, so I don't really have much news. So what's up with you?
Did you do all kinds of reading though? Because you're lucky and you can do that. I thought
I
of
read a
you.
little bit. Yeah, I did get to read most of it in the truck. Yep.
I was
Yep.
jelly. I was like, I bet you she's fucking reading. Jealous.
I'm reading away. I was reading away. Yes. Yes.
No.
But it was our book. It was our book so that I could get all
Uh,
caught up. So I don't got
Noise.
anything new to report, sadly. Still watching the same old shit. I don't even think I've started any new books lately. I'm
Oh, she's too
slacking.
busy. You're too busy living life, bitch. And we read 2 books this month. So
True.
it
We
like
I've
kind
already
of
read
took
another
over.
book. You're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
exactly. Kind of took over, which I'm like still not over, by the way. I'm
Oh,
still
so
thinking about
good.
that
Wild
book.
Dark Shore. So good. So
I
good.
know. I know. Well, I've read some stuff
Yes, please tell me. Yes, I'm
if you
waiting
want to
in with
know.
bated breath.
If you would like to know, I will tell you.
Mm.
I finished A Court of Thorns and Roses, and it
Mm.
was not for me.
It
No,
doesn't match up with Fourth Wing. It doesn't live up to that one.
no. And I chatted with my coworkers, and I think I figured it out. Okay.
Okay.
I can handle a magical realism,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't like a fantasy.
That's fair. And it's like fairies and stuff that
Yes,
don't
yes.
necessarily, well, I get, yeah.
It's like I don't think that I like the concept of like it's almost like no rules in the fantasy world because they can just make whatever up and it
Mm.
goes. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm,
Whereas
mm-hmm.
like Fourth Wing, there's still humans. There's just like
Yes.
structure, right? Like they're at like a war college and
Yeah.
there is like the dragon aspect of it and there is
Mm-hmm.
like some weird fantasy shit that happens, but it's got like rules at least ish.
Right. Yes. And that's like still the human perspective on it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
they're mortal. Yeah, they can wield some like magic, but not
Yeah.
without their partner dragon.
Yes. Yeah.
Like,
And like their signets are almost like they're like almost part of the mystery of the book, like finding out
mhm.
what their signets are, but like they have a signet and so you're waiting. Like it makes more sense to me in
Right,
linear
right.
fashion, whereas fantasy is
Mhm.
just like that's
Fair.
how it
That's
feels.
fair. So she's not gonna continue on the Okatar or whatever it is.
Akatar, no, that is
Yep.
not for me. I'm glad that I give it a shot though, because
True.
everybody's friggin' talking about it. But
You could have been pleasantly surprised, just like Fourth Wing.
yes, exactly. But I was not. And I will say, because I listened to the graphic audio, there was also like some like kissing and like sexy scenes. And this is what they sound like.
Oh, I can't even hear it. It's Zoom is so
Oh,
nice to us
it's
that
taking
it
it out.
it outs the mouth noise. Oh, it's you can hear the sucking face. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And then also it'll be like, uh.
No, no, no. I have a different app for that, and I've got to be in a
Yes.
different mind space. Sorry. I keep those
Exactly.
separate.
Exactly. Oh my God. Anyway, it wasn't enjoyable and it wasn't I just at the end like I was just listening to it to get it done. You know how you're like I
Fair.
just want to say
Yeah.
that I fucking gave it a shot.
Hmm.
Anyway, I don't know if
Hmm.
I said last week that I like watched a little summary. Did I talk about this last week?
A summary on no, no.
Okay. I was listening to the book and it's like almost in like two halves, right? Like a
Okay.
thing happens midway through that like it almost becomes a different book. Like it's pretty crazy. And so I finished the first part and I was like, is this even worth finishing? Because I'm like so not here for it. And so then I found this girl. I wish I should look it up and say, but she does these illustrated YouTube videos where it was like a 10-minute summary of what the book was.
Oh, okay. Yep.
So I watched it because I was like, I'm gonna fucking see, like, I'm gonna see what happens to see if I'm
Yeah.
interested or whatever. And it does get like crazy and a lot of shit happens, and her summary is hilarious. I was like so on board with everything she was saying. So yeah, but I don't think I would have finished without that. But anyway, yeah, so I fucking finished that, bleh, whatever. And then I also finished that Tell Me Everything, the story of a private investigation, that book that I was reading,
Mm.
which was very promising at the beginning. And then she went into like her own story, maybe like a little too much for my liking, and like
Oh,
her own trauma. And I wish it was more focused more on
right,
the
right,
case and, you know, how she got into
right.
it and whatever, but it is
Hmm.
what it is. Anyway, it was still a good
Yeah.
read, but I'm happy it's done.
She's
And
done and
then,
marked a few and
yeah.
then
No, I just started reading a book called The Lake of Lost Girls, which has like a podcast
oh,
element to it.
okay,
You know
okay.
I love those. I love
Yeah,
those
you
books.
do. You're interested in those ones. And they're
Hmm.
an interesting like storyline too.
Yeah,
I've
because it's
enjoyed them too,
usually
actually, now that I think about it. Well, you'll have
yeah.
to keep me posted on this one,
Yeah, yeah.
obviously.
Because it's usually like it's like a really easy way to do a dual storyline, right? Because
Yeah.
podcast and then story. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, anyway, so that's all I've been. Oh, and I'm caught up on this season's Something Was Wrong. And today I
Hmm.
started watching the third season of Love on the Spectrum. Have you ever watched it?
Okay. No, I haven't, but I see the one girl on Instagram.
Abby. Yeah.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
she's on, I guess, like a content creator or whatever.
Yeah.
So I've
Yeah.
seen her, but other than that, no, I've never watched it.
It's cute. It's really
It's
cute.
good. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay,
Mm-hmm. It's
okay.
just like wholesome, and like it's cool to see like their families supporting them, and you know,
Oh,
and
that's
how they
cute.
navigate different things, and yeah, it's really cute.
Oh,
It's a good little
that's
show.
sweet.
Mhm.
As you know, I'm not like huge into reality, but maybe I'd
Yes.
give that one a go. A
Yeah.
huge into reality. Like I hate
Yeah.
this reality that I'm
Yeah.
living.
Snap back to
To
reality. Sometimes
reality.
like,
Oh,
no.
oh,
No.
nope.
Nope. No. I don't want that. Yes. So
I
anyway.
have not. I've got a few new babes
Tell
I could
us.
welcome. All right. Hello to, oh, this is funny. Hello, Amy and Jamie. Hello.
Oh, that's cute.
Amy and
Welcome,
Jamie,
Amy
welcome
and
to.
Jimmy. A and J,
They were,
J
I'm
and A.
pretty positive they were both reading Wild Dark Shore with us. So
How
if
are
you
you
have any
feeling?
thoughts to add, just go to the support group on
Yes, that's
Facebook.
us. Yeah, that's us. Wild Dark Shores Anonymous. That's us.
Yes. Oh my goodness gracious. I obviously, before we jump into this book, I saw that there was lots. People were being said in the Facebook group. I think Summer
Mhm.
wrote a really great little review and her thoughts on it.
Ashley's
Yeah.
not done yet, but she keeps giving us little
Oh yeah, she gives
updates,
us
and
a little
oh, I can't
update.
wait. I can't wait for her to finish.
Yes. And Sue, one of our newer babes, loved it as well.
Oh, and I was talking with
Um,
Gladys on Instagram. She quite liked it as well.
oh yeah, yeah. Oh,
She said she was not okay.
no, Gladys, we're here for you. We're here for you.
Because we're not okay either, so it's all
We're
good.
not okay. Exactly, exactly. So if you need some support while you're finishing up that book, head to the Facebook support group. I mean, Book Club Babes
Book
podcast.
club babes. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. There's one book news that I would like to share before we dig in.
Oh,
Do you know what it
and I
is?
think
Yeah. Do you want to say it at the same time?
no. Okay,
Uh,
one.
one,
I don't know the name
two,
of the book off the top of my head, so I'm just gonna say what
three.
it is.
Angela
Angela,
and
new
Billy's
book.
new book.
We
We know we've got that ESPN, baby.
had the ESPN. Was it Sisters of the Wind?
That was close. Sisters in the Wind.
In the Wind. There it is. There we
Yeah.
go.
And I think she did this on purpose. Just kidding. But it comes out on September 2nd, so it's like a little B-Day gift from me.
She definitely did because when we hung out with her, she's like, Caitlin, what's your birthday? I want to release my next book right before it.
Right before it, yeah. And then dedicate it to you in the dedication.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes.
No, that did not happen. But we did visit Angela and
We
Booley, so that
did.
did
We did.
happen.
It did happen and it was amazing and we love her and her writing is amazing. If you've never listened, if you haven't read Firekeeper's Daughter or Warrior Girl on Earth, highly recommend about.
Highly recommend. And yeah, this one looks to be promising as well. So we'll probably be reading this in September.
Mhm. Hint,
But
hint, hint,
hint
hint.
hint, but I'm very
Put it on your
excited. Like,
TBRs now.
yeah, and the cover, like that purpley
Oh,
maroon is
it's beautiful.
beauty. It's
It's
just a
beauts.
good all around. Well,
All right. Should we talk about our our little fave biddies? Oh shoot, we partying. We gone
yeah,
with the
yeah.
curve.
It's the Thursday Murder Club up in here. Really?
Here. Wow, wow.
Something that I want to say also before we dig in is that watching our YouTube videos back has unlocked a new insecurity in me, and
No.
that is that I do not fucking sit still. I don't sit
Oh, I
still.
wiggle too. I wiggle too. Is that
But
bad? Should we
you're not,
not be
no,
wiggling?
you are not
Okay.
nearly as bad as me. I deliberately put my hair up because I'm like constantly
Oh,
touching my
okay.
hair. Linda pointed out to me, but I had already noticed that like there would be times in the video where like I was like obsessively playing with my hair. And then I think because I was doing it, you started doing it. So then it
Oh,
was like
I
this
didn't
whole
even
fucking
notice.
thing. So anyway, hair
Oops.
up. I'm gonna
Hair
try
up, hands off.
to not be my ADHD self. Okay, I'm gonna try really
Okay,
hard.
okay. All right. Just tell George she's got to like come and steal your hand. You have to be petting her during all filmings of the pod.
She would love that, but she's got her toy right now, so
Fair,
we'll just
fair,
let her
fair,
do her
fair.
toy stuff. Just let her do toy stuff.
Did you want to talk about the author and then I can kind of give us a little update on some Thursday Murder Club business that I discovered?
Yeah. I think I know what the business
Oh,
is.
yeah. Yes, probably. Want to say it on the count of three?
Imagine
Just
we do the whole podcast like that.
podcast.
1, 2,
In
3.
2, 3.
Okay. Yeah, so there wasn't like honestly a ton of info
No, yeah.
on Richard Osman. But he was born on November 28th, 1970 in England. He is a British television presenter, producer, and now author. He's best known for co-creating and co-hosting the BBC quiz show Pointless, which do you know
Oh,
anything about that?
no, no.
Me neither. I have no fucking idea what
But
it
that
is.
makes sense with some of the information I was searching today because
Oh.
they did like a live reading on the radio at BBC of the very first one. So this is okay, 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 okay,
That
okay,
was
okay.
cool. That
Yeah,
was cool. And then honestly, this book came out in 2020. I think it was September 2020. Because I was like,
2021.
ooh. Oh, sorry, no. Thursday Murder Club came out in
Okay,
2020, and then
okay,
this came in 2021. Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah. Yep. But I was curious because I was like, oh, it came out in 2020. I wonder, like, because pandemic
Mm,
affected everything. But I think it came out in like September or November, like towards the end of the year. So it
yeah.
probably was fine during the pandemic. And then I've got another little thing, but I'm gonna let you say it because I think
Oh,
I
okay.
think it's more for you.
I obviously this is part, like Caitlin said, of a 5-book series. Right now, the rating on Goodreads for this book specifically is 4.37, which is pretty sick.
Mm-hmm.
This book was published by Viking Press, which is a subsidiary of Penguin. And this literally picks up off the following Thursday of our last meeting with the Thursday Murder Club, which is awesome. And he got the idea of this whole like series of, I guess, septuagenarians after going to like a really high end retirement village. And then he just like
Oh,
wrote this book in secret for 18 months. Or not this, sorry, Thursday Murder Club. Sorry.
yeah. The series.
In
Yeah.
secret. Yeah. And then what, Caitlin, on 1, 2, 3, there's a movie.
Netflix.
Netflix movie.
Steven
And
Spielberg.
Steven Spielberg, yes, exactly. It wrapped in the summer of 2024. It's supposed to be coming out at some point this year. Some notable actors are Helen Mirren, Pierce Brosnan, and David Tennant.
Um,
So, do
should
you
we
want to
talk
talk about
about
our characters?
Yes. What is that little little tiny piece of paper that you have?
Oh, sorry. It's just like my little notes that I was writing. I
Oh,
was I was jotting down notes and I was like, I'm not even gonna type this up. I'm just gonna keep my jotted little notes.
fucking
Whatever.
right. I don't, who cares? And you didn't do any notes this week.
No, no, I didn't do notes. I only highlighted like Caitlin said that she did at one point. So I was like, I'm gonna try this while I'm on the road.
Honestly, it's great because you just like anytime I think something is relevant, I highlight it or we meet a
Just
new
highlight it.
character and then I just go
Mhm.
back and I'm like,
And then you just
okay.
tap it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just tap
Well, and
it.
like I can just go back and read my little segments and I'm like, oh, like those are all the important things that happen. So like,
And then it jogs your mem. It
and
jogs the mem right there.
then my little mem goes for a little marathon. Ugh, sorry,
Ooh.
sorry to make you work so hard.
It's going, it's running.
Yeah.
All right. So obviously our four main characters that we met last time, or if you've read the first book, the four main characters are Elizabeth, which who we got her perspective first this time, which is awesome because we loved Elizabeth. She's like an ex-spy who which is like fucking badass. Love
She's
that.
an we found out for real because I don't think we learned last book that she was an MI5 operative.
Yes,
So like
exactly.
we
So cool.
suspected it. Like you're like, oh, like
Mhm.
was she like something in the war? Like was she one of those like what do they call those spies that are on both sides?
Oh,
Double
like a double agent.
double agent. Yeah, but like what was she? Because obviously she did
Mhm.
something. And then her BFF who died, what was her name again?
Penny.
Penny, yes. And Penny was a
Yes.
police officer. So then you're like,
Mhm.
oh, was she in policing? Like what was she in? But we
Mhm.
find out that she was an MI5 operative, which is like
Yes, she
Which
is.
is like the UK's FBI? But
Yeah,
it's like a mix
yeah.
between like FBI and like Secret Service. I was trying to figure out what it
Service.
was. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Because there's an MI5 and an MI6. I don't know the difference between them, but sounds like they work together in some sort of way ish.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd want to be
Um,
MI5 anyway. It's better number for me personally. You'd want to be 6. I know it. I
that's fair.
know it.
And then other main characters are Ron and Ibrahim and Joyce, but we end up following Ibrahim for the first little bit, and unfortunately, he gets mugged really bad, and his phone is
Fuck.
stolen.
Fuck. And he's
Fuck.
just talking about how free he feels and like how he can't believe he didn't
Exactly.
do this earlier and like
Mm-hmm.
the confidence that he's having like with the new technology and like places he hasn't been before.
Mm-hmm.
And to
Mm-hmm.
remember that Ibrahim was a
Psychiatrist.
psychiatrist, which I guess you
Exactly.
still are, like, that probably doesn't
Mhm.
really leave you. And
Yes.
so he's fully aware of everything that he's going
Oh yeah.
through. Like, I don't even know as someone who's always fully aware of what they're going through, it's very difficult. It's not great.
It's not always the greatest asset to have, but when it comes in handy, it comes in handy.
Mhm, mhm. It's
Just
just
like
not a
when Ibrahim was like, well, his name was Ryan, he drove this bike, he was
yes,
wearing this, and
yes,
here you go. And they're like, oh,
yes.
sorry, you talking about Ryan Baird?
Yes. Well, I fucking love that Donna and Chris, the police
Hmm.
from last book, back in this book, they're like, we honestly won't be able to do anything for him, but we'll give you his name. And Elizabeth's
and
like,
and his
that'll do.
address and his location. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, because she ended up getting that from Poppy.
Poppy,
Poppy had
yes.
to get the deep dive, but they gave her the full name and they were like, we can't do anything. Sorry.
Mm.
Here's his full
Elizabeth was
name.
like, me and Ron will do something about that.
Yeah, she's literally like, no worry. Hey, Bogdan, can you buy me $10,000 worth of cocaine? And he's like, yeah, no
Yeah,
questions asked.
sure, no problem. Sure, no problem. Which then leads to another character that Chris and Donna have been following, which is Connie, who is a
Yes.
local drug dealer slash
Yeah.
wholesale fucking cocaine, apparently, just has 10K on
Yeah, just
hand.
sitting out and likes a little lipstick on her teeth. She
Oh,
seemed
yes.
I fucking loved like when Donna and Chris were doing the stakeout and she just walks up to them and she's like, "Oh, hey, I'm Connie. I think you've been looking for me. Here's some
Mm-hmm.
coffee and sausage rolls. Also like the person who's been photographing me wasn't very discreet and also I've been following you. So, bye. Nice to meet you."
Yeah, I loved it. It was so good. I liked that. Though it was funny to show her confidence there, but then her lack of confidence when
Yes.
Bogdan comes back because
Yes.
they've gone on a date, they had history, and he
Yes.
was like not interested, but clearly she's still interested in him. So I
Yes.
don't know if that's going to be Ooh.
It was also very interesting because it sounds like Bogdan's kind of like a hunk, and I did not get that vibe from him last book.
Right.
So to get
Yeah.
like a description of him from a younger character who's probably closer to his age, it's like, oh
Right.
no, he's actually like he sounds like hot tattooed lumberjack man, like just like dark
True.
and brooding. Like that's what he sounds like. I was like, okay. But when it's like an older, like he's literally going to Elizabeth's house to play chess with Steven, like she's not gonna be like, he's
Yes.
hot. She's just gonna be
Mhm.
like, he's a
Exactly.
man who builds and plays chess with Steven.
Exactly. Speaking of Stephen, he's still in the throes, obviously, of Alzheimer and dementia, but it is
Mm.
beautiful. He is still able, though, to remember, obviously, how to play chess very well, in fact, but also Bogdan's secret.
What's a secret?
That he had more to do with what happened last time than people are aware. Like he was,
Oh, yeah. See, it comes back to me in like tiny little spurts. Like I'm like, what happened last time? I don't know. Fucking graves. And then there was the church aspect. I was like,
exactly.
oh
The
yes, the church
nuns,
aspect.
yes.
Yes,
They were
yes, yes.
using the graves to hide the hits or whatever their marks in. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because
Yikes,
it's like a
yikes.
100-year old fucking thing. But it sounds like Bogdan is now also working for the like building that's being built at the top of the hill.
Yeah,
The
like he got the contract to build
mm-hmm,
the like expansion or whatever because
mm-hmm.
they bought that property from the
Yes,
woman who like wouldn't sell the property last book, right?
exactly. Yes,
Whoa,
yes,
the whole tied
exactly.
together. And
So,
then on that front, we also meet friggin' Martin Lomax,
mm-hmm.
who's
Mm.
essentially like a mobster middleman guy
Yes.
who like holds the goods when people are doing tradings and stuff.
Yes.
Like 25 million euros worth of casual diamonds just
Just some
lying around.
diamonds just lying on my kitchen counter. No big deal.
And this man also loves a nice garden.
He loves a nice garden. And you know what? He loves his garden so much that he's even willing to have an open house at his literal crime compound.
Yes, but
And
nobody
he's
gets to go inside. That is
no,
a hard
nobody's
no.
inside. And sorry, where did I bury those grenades again?
Ugh,
No big deal.
I can't bury anything else in the garden, so because I never
Oh
know. You never know.
my gosh.
Oh my
Speaking of
God.
Martin, the reason why we know about Martin is because of Douglas slash fucking Michael Carmichael slash the guy who died twice. What the heck?
Slash Elizabeth's ex-husband.
Slash Elizabeth's ex-husband slash a spy slash somebody who's
Yeah,
just
slash
stealing
he's also an
diamonds.
MI5. Yeah, slash an actual thief who's
Ah!
lying to the MI5. Yes, this
Mhm.
guy. This fucking guy.
So I don't know how I feel. Okay, well then, and then we also know that he needs some protection. He spills all the deets to Elizabeth, the backstory. Like, yeah, we had to go into his house for surveillance through MI5, but I
Mhm.
definitely took my balaclava off and I definitely stole the diamonds for sure. So now I
And
need
I
some
definitely was
protection.
caught on camera with my balaclava
Yes.
off after I stole the diamonds.
Yes. Yes, and the Colombians and Americans are looking for me now. Help.
Oops.
I'm just
Oops,
gonna hang out in
Daisy.
Cooper's Chase. That's fine with you, right?
So clearly he obviously trusts like Elizabeth big time. It
Yes.
sounds like
Yes.
they were married. She was like 10 years his
Mm-hmm.
senior. They were married when
Mm-hmm.
he was young. He was like just this like hotshot young
Yes.
MI5, charismatic, sounds a bit like a narcissist.
Mm-hmm.
And cheated on Elizabeth several times, but she also cheated on him, but never got caught.
Yeah.
So like I just
True.
fucking love her. Like she sounds so cool.
I just honestly being back with the crew, I'm like honestly just it's warming my soul right now. It's just
Yeah.
easy to read like Joyce's commentary on literally everything is just so
Instagram,
good.
a dog.
Instagram.
Instagram, a
Instagram.
dog.
A
She keeps
dog.
talking
She wants a
about
dog. Great
friendship
Joy
bracelets.
69.
Great Joy
She's
69.
wondering why she has 200 DMs just based off of her fucking username.
There's a reason, Joyce.
There's a
And it's the
reason, Joyce.
69. That's what it
It's
is. That's what it was.
it's It is. It is. And we can't, I guess, talk about Michael or not
Yes.
Michael, fucking Douglas without
Yes.
Poppy.
Poppy, whom I love.
I
Duh.
loved. Well,
I
we both
loved
find
her.
she is by the book, so she does not know that Gaio Douglas stole the diamonds, and nobody else knows other than Elizabeth that he stole the fucking diamonds.
And then whoever
So
Elizabeth has told, aka the Thursday murder.
the crew, the crew, and they're like, "Yeah, we'll just split $20 million worth of diamonds. We're gonna go find those diamonds, right? Like
Yeah.
that's what we're doing."
Yes.
So then we meet Poppy, who is sounds just like a young woman who started her career, who kind of fell into this and is just going along for the ride. Her main passion is poetry, which Joyce is like, write poetry, do what you want, which I love. And she consoled her. Anyways.
Yeah, with
I'm
her
getting
mom
ahead
and
of
everything,
myself.
which I'm
Yes.
still not sure about the whole mom thing. Like, how did that come in?
Mm.
And I'm sus on that. One thing that
Yes.
I loved though was that Poppy has a daisy tattoo. And she has a
Mm-hmm.
daisy tattoo because her grandma's name was Daisy. And so when she showed her grandma the tattoo, she said, Daisy, meet Daisy. And then when she saw her grandmother the next time, her grandmother had gotten a Poppy tattoo and said, Poppy, meet Poppy.
It's just too much. It's cute as
That's
hell.
cute as heck. And then she just RIPs on us, so bye.
Then she just gets her head blown off. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah.
But she blows someone's
Um,
head off too, so like tit
but
for tat, right?
also, yes, saves Douglas's life, but in the end it doesn't really matter because he RIPs too.
Yeah, allegedly.
Allegedly.
And then
But
one more
Elizabeth
character.
walks in the room and is like, I would know my ex-husband.
Yes, but then at the end, she's like, but it is possible that it's not actually him, right?
I
And they were
guess.
like, it
True.
is technically possible. And she was like, interesting.
Hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. True, true.
Interesting.
True, true.
And then there are those actual MI5 operatives. I don't know. I didn't write down their names.
Yes.
So there's
Sue
Sue and Frank.
Sue and I think what was it? Something Lance. Grant Lance?
Oh, was it Lance?
Uh,
I thought it was Frank. Yeah. But then we also have Patrice, who is Donna's mom, and also Chris's new
this dude.
girlfriend.
And she wanna it sounds like all she wanna do, she wanna be fucking. She horny
Yeah.
girl.
And it sounds like all Donna wants is for Chris and Patrice to shut the fuck
The
up.
fuck up about it. Yes. Oh my gosh. Imagine going to the jazz club with your mom and her
No,
new beau, and then
no,
she's just like, what about our sex life? We gotta go to
no,
bed.
no.
Oh.
But your mom and her new beau, who's also your fucking boss and partner, like,
That she's no longer than her mom. Yeah.
yeah.
And
And there's
remembers
even,
when he was a slob. And
yeah,
yeah.
there's even a part where she's like, I've literally told him to start eating better and dressing better for months. All he needed was some woman that he's fucking, aka my
My
mom.
mom.
Tell him, and now it's all good. Jeez, Louise. I do love a happy ending
No.
for everybody, but I can relate to how like uncomfortable that one would feel.
Exactly. Yeah, no, that would be too much.
Too much. Okay, so you want to talk about the storyline a little bit and like how
Yes.
things are
Yes.
unfolding?
Let's do that. They're all obviously start off with wanting to find these diamonds that they've been informed about, but then
Mhm.
everything obviously goes haywire. Obviously, Ibrahim is dealing with the effects of after his mugging, which Ron has really supported him through,
He got
which is
kicked in the
so
fucking head.
the head.
And they
An
stole his
80-year-old
phone.
man.
Ugh.
Ugh.
He was just trying to pay
Ugh.
for parking. Then he thought it was so fascinating. Fuck.
That he could pay on his fucking app. Like, look at that guy go and get out in the world. Like, leave him
Yeah.
alone. And he thought
Yeah.
he was like smart by parking in near the police department
I
too.
know. I know. Mad. I'm mad.
Mad. That
But
made me angry.
I love that we got to see what Ryan Baird got.
Mhm.
He did get what was
He
coming
did.
to him.
He did get what was coming from him. And I love
Essentially.
that
Oh,
Ron
sorry.
and Elizabeth planned this. You tell it.
So yeah, essentially, Elizabeth asks Bogdan if he can buy her 10K worth of cocaine. He's like, yeah. And then he goes to Connie's, but Connie and Ryan know each other too. So
He
like
works
it,
for her. Yeah.
yeah, so it's like it's all connected, right?
And you know what? By the sounds of it, it's even he's trying now. Ibrahim and Ron are trying to connect Michael's murder from back in the day to the diamonds now too. Like it's all like interconnected here.
Who's Michael?
Michael's the guy who died twice, like the guy that they found
Oh,
Elizabeth and
Carmichael?
yeah,
Carmichael?
Carmichael. Yeah,
Carmichael.
Carmichael.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. And so he's allegedly the guy we find in the very beginning. It starts with Elizabeth
The
getting a note
note. Yeah.
from Marcus Carmichael, who she remembers because he was a dead guy, but he was a fake dead guy because she made
Mm-hmm.
him up for the MI5 operative shit.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
Mm-hmm.
how she ended up finding that it was her ex-husband because he was a part of it too, and he would have known and blah 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 blah. So
Exactly.
he's
So
died
now,
twice.
like,
So
now,
anyway,
yeah. Go ahead.
so they get the cocaine, and then Ron dresses up as a little plumber, and he's like, knock, knock, knock. Your toilet's having troubles, and fucking Ryan's like, yeah, go for it, because he's just like a fucking
Gamer kid.
yeah, like low life sludge of the
Yeah.
world. And he plants cocaine and Ibrahim's fucking debit card
Yep. So good.
in the back of his toilet, and then immediately leaves and calls Donna and is like, hi, I'm just a plumber. She's like,
Yeah.
Ron. He's like, nope, just a plumber, but I just found a bunch of drugs.
It's me, the plumber. It's me, Mario.
It's me. And then she even says, well, I can't really send somebody else out
Mhm.
unless there's like a disturbance or screaming or something. And he's like, oh, lots of screaming, lots of
Yeah.
disturbances. And she's like, okay.
Definitely heard something.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So good. I just love that. And then I loved how her mom was like, isn't that illegal? And she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I just took an anonymous call from a
Yes.
plumber.
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't, I
I
don't
love
know.
how like open they all are with each other,
Yes.
but also because I'm like, someone's
Yeah.
gonna fucking like this is gonna get back to somebody, but they're like,
Hmm.
whatever, who cares? We're just our own little crew.
Exactly.
Oh my
Uh,
God. So that was probably one of my favorite parts because I do love
I
some retribution.
Yes, that was good. And they end up holding him and like give him some charges so that they can keep him in prison for now at
Mm-hmm.
least.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um and oh, okay, the other operatives from the new version of MI5, not what Elizabeth is used to, is Lance James and Sue Reardon.
Mm.
Lance seems a little sus to me because he's very pacey. He paces
Mm-hmm.
around when he's like questioning the women. And
Mm-hmm.
then
And Joyce
Sue,
thinks that he needs hair plugs.
that was fucking funny because it could make him look 10 years younger. Too bad he's already balding, she
Oh
says.
my God. Oh my God.
And then Sue is starting to compare herself to Elizabeth. So I wonder if there might be some sort of mentor going on or if she wants to get to the bottom of Elizabeth.
Well,
But
Elizabeth has also compared Sue to herself as well. She said she
true,
reminds
true.
me of a younger me.
Tenacious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But the reason why Joyce and Elizabeth are being questioned is because they are the ones who found Douglas and Poppy when the house is supposed to be being surveilled anyways, which does not bode well.
No, no. There is I've got some quotes written down. Um, so now there are diamonds and killers to be found, which is hilarious.
Yes, yes.
Um, this is from Elizabeth's perspective. Douglas is propped up on the bed. His bullet wound has caused even more damage than Poppy's. He would be unrecognizable if you hadn't once been married to him.
Mm-hmm.
I just
Mm-hmm.
love how that like he's coming back
Yes,
in.
and I love how like Sue was like, I've worked with him for however many years, and she's like, oh, sorry, my condolences. Like,
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah.
Like, I just love her remarks, both
She's
her
so
and Joyce.
witty. Yeah,
They're
yeah. And
so
Joyce
good.
is so kind, but also like totally fucking I don't know.
Honestly, I don't know if I'll keep this in, but she kind of reminds me of Linda a little bit, where
Yeah.
she's like kind, but will be like, oh, I'll say the comment. I have no
Yeah,
problem
I'll
saying
say it. Yeah, no, I'll say it. I love that. No, keep it in. That's so Linda. It totally
it.
is.
And then
Um,
I love how when they were like questioning her, they're like, Elizabeth is like, well, wait a second here. Like, where was Lance? And like, where are you? She like turns it around on them. And then Sue's like, but what about where are you? And then she's like, we're shouldn't we have thought of this idea? This sounds like a great idea. And we could probably do it without killing people. I just loved it.
Oh my God, it's so funny. It's just like some of the shit that they just come out with. You're like, oh my God, I love it. I love it. There's a part where Poppy's mom goes to identify Poppy's body, and they didn't need anybody to identify, or Sue identified Douglas's body.
Right.
Um, and there was a doctor there though. That was interesting because I highlighted this quote. Joyce thinks that some doctor is involved somehow, and Joyce is usually right. And this is from Bogdan because it goes, although Bogdan thinks looking down at the friendship bracelet on his wrist, she can't knit. She's usually right, but she can't knit.
She can't. She can't do that. Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
God.
And then also the reason why they even Joyce and Elizabeth showed up at the new safe house where
Mm-hmm.
Douglas and fucking Poppy were staying is because he said he had something to show her. So then Sue is wondering if it is what they found in his pocket, which was like a little locket with her name engraved in a mirror inside.
Mm.
So she's trying to figure out, she's thinks that there's a clue. This is a clue. Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, well, she did, but then she took
Yes.
it apart and she was like, I don't
It's like,
see
think
anything.
so. Is it just like a token of his love still for her? Because it seemed
Yeah.
like he was, when we did get a few of his perspectives, it did seem like he was still interested in her, but she's like, no way,
Yeah.
because she has
Or like,
Steven.
or just regretted like his actions
Yeah,
when he was
true.
younger, right? Like he's probably like, oh, she's still like hot and smart and I fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, ugh.
True.
And if he's just like a generally flirty guy, he was probably just like seeing if she would still respond to that. And
Mm,
she's like, no, I'm
no
married and I
way.
love
I'm
it.
married and I have this man of mine.
Yeah. Yeah. Um,
And also love the fact that Sue is like, don't go and see Martin yourself, please.
and so what do?
They directly go and see him.
They go to his open garden and they're
They
like,
go to his house. Oh,
oh,
fancy
hey.
us just showing up here.
Oh, hey. But he tells them that he did not kill Douglas and Poppy.
Mm-hmm.
And why would he lie to them? Like, what's the reason? Right?
True. And then there's also talk about dead letter drops. And I'm
Mm.
wondering if that's because this is where Elizabeth hid her cell phone that she swears she couldn't find, but could tell you verbatim what the text said. She hides it. But then
Oh.
her and Douglas, when he tells her about a little, they're on their walk, he tells her a little like, oh, wouldn't this make a good dead letter drop? Like something
Oh,
like that.
true. It was in the tree at
Mm-hmm.
Cooper's Chase,
The
right?
exactly. Oh yes, thumbs up.
Yeah.
The hollowed out tree. So I wonder if
Yeah.
the
Well, at the
diamond.
end of all
Well,
this,
yes.
it says, so you think she'll be able to work out where Douglas left his clue, says Ibrahim. And Elizabeth says, oh, I know where he left it. I realized this morning. So, like, she knows where this
Mm-hmm.
clue is for the diamonds, not necessarily the
Hmm.
diamonds.
Hmm. Hmm.
And
Hmm.
also another thing that I highlighted was just what friggin' Elizabeth says, which is, I'm saying, what if Douglas showed me exactly what he wanted to show me? He wanted me to see his dead body. Because he texted
Right.
her and was, or like called her or whatever and was like, I need you to come over. I gotta show you something. So that's why she was going
Oh,
over, right?
true. I didn't even think of it from that angle. Oh,
So like,
shoot. Yeah, yeah,
why?
yeah.
And like
Good
25
point.
million euros, you could disappear with that
Oh,
easily.
yes,
I think they even
100%.
talk about him coming to Canada. Like they're like, hey, go to
Well,
Canada.
he's like, "Oh yeah, no, I have a whole plan. Like I'm waiting for the heat to die out and I'm going to disappear." He like straight up tells Elizabeth.
And then
That's
if
what his
Martin,
intentions were.
yeah. And if Martin didn't do it,
True. And Joyce is saying, like, Joyce makes a good point ish. I don't know if this is what she's getting at in the diary entry, but essentially, like, maybe people are telling him what to do, essentially. Like, he's
telling
not even
Martin,
high, like, he's not even the highest level yet. Like, there
yeah,
could be people above him telling
yeah.
him what to do or
Well, there are because
coming for him next. Yeah.
we get that chapter on his perspective where the person's like, "Okay, if you don't have my diamonds by the end of the week, I'm gonna kill you." And he's like, "Yeah, I
Yeah.
might just kill myself instead. Like, no big deal."
Yeah. 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 Exactly. So, like, interesting. I don't know.
Very interesting.
It's strange. I didn't think that we would get only almost halfway, and then those are the first two murdered people.
True.
Poppy, which is sad, but also
True.
maybe Douglas. But
But
then
then
does that mean
I'm also
did
sus on the
Douglas?
Poppy thing because the mom thing was weird. Like,
Yeah,
why
that
did
was
that have to
weird.
happen? Why did that have to happen?
Mhm.
It didn't.
And why are they like, you've got to come and visit us? Come and see me
Mm-hmm.
and Elizabeth. We love
Mm-hmm.
Poppy.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I
I don't know.
honestly, I'm still kind of, I don't know if I've got an idea of where it's going
Heading.
because I feel like there's so much more. There's still half the book, and I feel like we've gotten answers, but are still left with them, I guess.
Yes. Well, and like there's so many like
Like,
roads that are all connecting, like
true.
Connie and Ryan, and
Yeah.
then
How are they
Ryan
going to come
and
back?
Ibrahim, and then Bogdan and Connie, and then
Mm-hmm.
the
Mm-hmm.
Thursday Murder Club, and then how Donna and Chris are looking into Connie, and then like do
True.
Donna and Chris know who this Martin Lamax guy is? But like
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
not
No.
because the MI5 was
Sue.
investigating them, which is why
Yep.
they were there at all to begin with.
Mhm. Exactly. There's a lot of cooks in the kitchen. That's for
Yes, there
sure.
are. So it gets
There's a lot of
confusing.
players in the game. And then I do like there was some mentions back to some of the other places like the Black Bear, Bird, like that restaurant that the picture of
Oh,
there was
yes,
some
yes,
little
yes, yes.
mentions to like some of our little
Callbacks.
locations and stuff like that, which I really
Yeah.
loved. And I do have to say, I love how Richard writes
Yeah.
our four main characters, especially Joyce and Elizabeth. Like, I just every time I read something from honestly, I'm laughing out loud.
Yeah, yeah, no, I love them too. And like, I'm really loving the relationship that we're seeing form between Elizabeth and Joyce. Whereas, like,
Mhm.
Joyce was a nurse, right? And so Joyce is like, seems like this like beautiful ray of sunshine and kind of just like, la la, like life is good. And then Elizabeth is
Mhm.
like the opposite.
Mhm.
However, we're seeing like Elizabeth start to respect Joyce a lot because she's not squeamish around like blood or dead bodies.
Mhm.
That'd be her nursing background. When they go to the safe house and they do find Douglas dead, Joyce is the one who comes out of the kitchen with knives for them. Like, we're gonna
Mhm.
need
Exactly.
protection because we're just in this random fucking house. And
Yeah.
Elizabeth is like, oh, like I didn't give her enough credit. And I love that. I love that so
Yeah.
much.
She even like the way she had gripped the knife, like
Yes.
the handle of the knife. She was like,
Yeah.
"She's a natural," and I'm
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, you are." And I
Yeah.
do love how she thought to call. Like she was told to go there alone, but then she's like, "Well, I thought Joyce might want to come along." Like,
Yeah.
and it was
Yeah.
sweet that when Poppy ended up having to kill the intruder that was trying to kill Douglas from Martin, that Martin sent the first time, maybe. I don't know. Anyways, she thought of Joyce right
Yeah.
away. She didn't think of
Yeah.
anybody else because she knew that she would be able to give the comfort that Poppy needed.
Yes. Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
do like their little developing relationship. And I'm hoping that Ibrahim and Joyce, like, they're obviously a little together, but it's not serious.
Do you think?
I want them to be together.
But would it ruin the Thursday Murder Club? Would it ruin the
Oh,
dynamic?
I think he should get a dog with her so that he can take her for walks and stuff.
Well, she's gonna get a dog for sure. That'll just be like a
Yes.
cute little thing that we need. Ron is kind of like a chill character
Right
so
now,
far.
yes, so
Yeah.
far, but he was crazy last time. He was
Yeah.
like making a big deal out of everything, and it seems like he's like really chilled out, and it was really sweet that he wouldn't like even leave Ibrahim's side in the hospital.
Yeah.
Like that was
Yeah.
so sweet. He's like, no, they're bringing me a cot. I'm staying.
Yeah, they're best friends now. And like Elizabeth
Yes.
and Joyce are like best friends now. So it's quite cute to see all of that. Yeah. I'm wondering if there's going to be like some sort of connection back to Connie from the cocaine, and then she's going to like implicate Bogdan because he's the one that like came and bought the cocaine, but like Chris and Donna know Bogdan, right? So
Mm-hmm.
um
And Elizabeth loves Bogdan. Like
yes, yeah.
he seems pretty sketchy, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like he's clearly not all by the book.
Yeah.
And he has no problem with that either.
Yeah.
But I wonder if that's going to cause him some trouble through the book.
Yeah. Well, like, what person can you be like, can you get me $10,000 cocaine? And he's like, yeah. And doesn't even question it.
Exactly.
Like, he's just like, yeah, sounds good. I got that.
Yeah. But I feel like, yeah, just Elizabeth's character would probably pretty much do anything to help him. So
For the people that she cares about. Yeah.
For sure.
Interesting.
Anyways, well, I guess should we finish this up next week?
Yes. But we also need some recos for what you want to read next month.
Yes. Send us your recommendations on Instagram, Facebook.
Yeah.
Or even our website. Or in the comments below here.
Oh, yeah. We can do comments on the YouTube now.
Here, subscribe. Huh.
Wait, I don't think subscribe is up.
I think it's down here now or something. I don't know. I used to watch YouTube back in the day.
You still watch YouTube.
I don't as much as I used to, but
oh dang. Yeah. Just do whatever you want. And we'll see you there.
Okay. Goodbye.
Thank you so much for listening. Please join us over at the Book Club Babes Facebook group for book discussions and to make your book recommendations, or on Instagram at bookclubbabes.pod.
If you'd like to reach out to us directly, you can email us at bookclubbabes.pod@gmail.com or contact us on our website at bookclubbabes.ca. If you love the Book Club Babes podcast, please tell a friend about us. And until next time, bye!